Hey guys. Okay, so just left a little note on my Instagram. Lil and I got into a fight this morning. Um, woke up woke up really late today. Was extremely tired yesterday after work. I was having a really hard time just staying up at work. Just I had to keep moving. Wasn't moving. I was falling asleep. I had to get up early yesterday morning, like 3:30. So I was super tired. I only had like 3 hours of sleep yesterday, so I was tired. So I slept. Yeah, I just woke up like almost 1 o'clock this afternoon, but I really needed the rest. And my body goes pretty cuckoo when I don't get enough rest. So I really needed it. And um, I am on, I'm going to be honest, I am on two different strengths of antidepressants slash anti-anxiety medications. I've been fighting with depression and anxiety for probably about 10 years now, ever since, well, not 10, yeah, about 10 years since my first son was born. Due to an ex relationship that I had, it turned really, really, really bad. And not only was I uh, fighting with the depression and anxiety, I discovered what pain meds were. And I discovered how to, I guess, what do you say, self self medicate, so that I wouldn't feel what was going on, and I really didn't know how to deal with the situation that I was in. I was being physically and mentally abused, so I didn't really know how to deal with the situation I was in. So, um, as things progressed, things got worse. My grandparents, I had to see some of it, which I fully regret. Hence, that's why I live here in the Big Island. When I got here, my parents didn't know how severe my addiction was. And it was pretty severe. I was taking a lot of medication. A lot of the times, I would lie to her. Of course, you're in denial. No, I didn't take anything, and it took her to videotape me many times and whip out the videotape, and I look at myself, and of course, it looked like a fucking mess. Excuse my language, but I did. So when I got pregnant with um, my second child, my first child, by all means, I had never had a painkiller in my life, and the only time I had a painkiller was after I had my C-section. So because I had never had painkillers before, after I had my C-section, whatever little bit that they were giving me, it was making me vomit. I was high off my ass. I could barely hold my newborn son. It was crazy. People were coming to visit. I felt out of it. I could barely even hold my eyes open. I was just like, what the hell did they give me? It was just really absolutely crazy. But it was after the fact that I had him did I start getting to the pills. But when I got pregnant with my second son, I was still addicted. So what I did was I told my doctor, I was honest, told him that, I'm addicted to opiates, and, what do you suggest I do? And the doctor um, didn't suggest detox whatsoever. Detox is definitely a huge no-no when you're pregnant. Because whatever happens to your body while you're pregnant happens to the baby. So as soon as I told the doctor put me on methadone maintenance. And right now I am on methadone maintenance. I've been on it for the last 5 years since I was pregnant with my son. And so far I have not relapsed at all. I have not had any other pain medications. I've actually been prescribed a couple when I've had uh, work done on my teeth and other little surgical procedures. So, you know, I took those then. I have to register any kind of medications that I get from the doctor with the clinic that I go to. Um, so that's why I was up so early in the morning yesterday, is because I was waiting at the clinic. The clinic opens up at 5:30, but believe it or not, there are a lot of people that utilize that clinic so that they can be normal. When you don't have, of course, you know, I don't know if how educated people are on this opiate and heroin addiction thing, but I've never done heroin, but all I know is that the clinic that I go to is for opiate and heroin addiction, because heroin is the true form of opiate. Um, all I know is that there's about 80 million Americans addicted to it, and a lot of people don't necessarily try to get addicted to it. They do get addicted to it because they've been prescribed the medication for a surgery or some kind of pain, and which they've taken over a period of time. Now, when you stop taking it, after when you start taking these meds, you get physically addicted to it after a week. I read that somewhere after 7 days, you will become physically addicted to the pain medication. You will go through withdrawal. And if anybody has read what opiate withdrawals are like, it is probably one of the worst things that I've ever gone through. I would never wish that upon my worst nightmare, worst enemy, even because it is a nightmare. It's like my worst nightmare waiting to happen. I really don't wish that upon my worst enemy, because it really is like the worst. Oh God, it's terrible. They say people say, oh, it's just like the flu. No, it's not like the flu. Oh God, no, no, it's not. There's so much going on. And when your body doesn't have something that's been in your body for so long, and all of a sudden it's taken away, your body goes crazy. I mean, that just goes with anything, food, water. You've been having this you're for so long, and you take it away, of course your body's gonna go into some kind of whatever it does. But so the doctor sent me to the methadone clinic, and I've been doing great on it. I I take my, it's liquid. I take a dose in the morning. I don't go through withdrawals. It also works as a blocker. So if I were to take any other type of opiates or anything else, I wouldn't be able to feel it at all. So, you know, um, it's been working great for me. I have actually, been able to perform normal things throughout, my life. I mean, I've been slowly coming back to normal and doing normal things again and what I've been wanting to do. But there's just times where I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that was me. And I look at pictures and I'm like, oh, holy crap. I mean, like, you could